Hi everyone, I'm Jack from Click Energy. In video 5, I will be doing another electricity bill comparison for you. This time I will be using a customer that receives a government concession on their electricity bill. Let's get started, shall we? In this video, I will be teaching you how to identify if a customer has a concession rebate on their current bill. Also, we can factor a concession rebate into building a quick quote in order to give a customer as accurate a quote as possible, and also how then to compare the results and explain these to the customer. So as always, first thing to do is get hold of a bill to do a comparison for, and then you can go through to your Viridian Associates homepage. Once you've clicked on Become a Customer, it will take you through to the Click Energy Viridian microsite, where, as always, we go and get a quick quote. So let's go back to the bill which we have. First thing we need to do is identify the postcode. Here we have it 3046. So we can enter that in, 3046. Now this is only an electricity comparison, so we only need electricity, and go through and get a quick quote. Now as always, first thing we need to do, enter your exact usage and also identify what meter type the customer has. So we can do this by looking at the bill and by going down to the second page. Here on the second page, we can look and see usage. So the customer has a peak usage with a rate there of 1002.133. And also, as you can see here, they have an off-peak meter. And as you would have discovered from video 3, it is a dedicated circuit. So it is not based on time of day. It is based on a specific meter in the house, and the usage there is 468.55, and the number of days that this bill was for was 92. So let us now go back to our our quote tool, and we will enter those details in. So first thing we need to do, it was a peak plus controlled load, as we had discovered. Now the peak usage, 1002.133. The dedicated circuit was 468.525, and this bill was for 92 days. So this bill here with Click, showing anyway at the moment, would have been $381.67. If we actually come to their current bill and look at it, there was actually $368.50. So at this point, it's looking as though Click Energy's would have been more expensive for this customer. However, it's important to thoroughly analyse the bill. Something I want to point out to you here is the annual electricity concession of $63.76 and the controlled load concession of $8.83. Now you see the annual electricity concession came off the peak usage, and the controlled load concession obviously came off the controlled load. These two concessions are because the customer would be receiving money from the government for, it might be a pensioner rebate that they have, it might be a healthcare card, might be a Department of Veterans Affairs card. There's lots of different reasons why they could be receiving it. Information that you can gain from the customer. You could clearly ask the customer and they should be able to tell you whether or not they are entitled to these. Now you've got to keep in mind, we have not factored these rebates in of slightly over $70. So once we've factored that into the Click Energy quote, obviously it would come out even cheaper. Now the reason why Click Energy has not put the ability on our online quote tool to put those details in of the government concession is because obviously the government concession doesn't come from Click Energy, it comes from the government. So what we need to do is take the Click Energy quote that we have gained from the online quote tool and factor in these figures, or present this to the customer saying, look, without the government concession, Click Energy was coming in more expensive, but once we've factored in the money from the government, it definitely looks like Click Energy is going to be cheaper. Present that information to the customer, and I'm sure they'll be very, very happy to make the switch to Click Energy.